What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and Merry Christmas one last time. This is my last video of the day. I wanted to get these out really quickly, but you guys already know I wasn't able to get some of these videos out as soon as I could. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. On my day off on Christmas, I'll get all these videos out, and then I'll enjoy the rest of the day with my family. But yeah, man, this is your top 5 fighters of 2022. This is your eBay Fight Predictions year-end awards, baby. And this one was hard to make. There are some people that are still on this list from the mid-year video, but I mean, most of them are gone. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, this list is gonna be wild, and yeah, I like this list, man. I really do. And I don't know if people really disagree in the comments. Let's go to war about this, because number 1 and number 2 is going to be a big one. I feel like a lot of people are going to have some different opinions on number 1 and number 2, I think. And I'm willing to argue life and death about number 1. So let's fucking go, man. If you feel like number 1's wrong, let's fucking go. I'm ready to argue. But hey, it is what it is. Let's talk about the top 5 fighters of 2022. At number 5, I went with Leon Edwards. He only had one fucking fight this year. He only had one fight, but that one fight was the craziest shit I've ever seen, being the pound for pound number 1 via knockout in the 5th round, and one of the best comebacks of the year, the best comeback of the year, if you watch some of my other videos. And yeah, man, it was such an insane fucking fight. He took Usman down in the 1st round, controlled him, won that round, and then to knock him out in the 5th round was one of the best moments of the year. And he has to put, I think he has to be put in consideration. Again, I'll say it over and over again, Leon's story to this very big moment is insane. The trials and tribulations, the Nate Diaz fight, the Bilal Muhammad fight, the fight cancellations with Tyron Woodley and Khamzat Chimaev, everything he had to go through just to get this one moment. And you're watching this fight and you're thinking, man, this kid's down 3-1. Is this really how his story ends? After all of that bullshit he went through, does he really lose a wrestle fuck kind of decision to Kumar Usman? And in the last minute, after all that bullshit that he went through, all of the minutes that he's lost to Usman, he fucking gets it back in blood, shows that the UK got a belt back, and he kicks Usman's head to the fucking 2nd row, and he gets that fucking belt and ends the Nigerian nightmare. It was insane, man. He has to get put in consideration for that. I don't give a fuck. It's only one fight, but that one fight, I can't tell you. It's in my opinion, it's the best moment of the year. It's the moment where like you got a legitimate reaction out of me. Where like I was watching this at work, and I was so sad I couldn't do a fight companion at the time. I had no sick time, so I couldn't call in sick basically and lie and say I can't, this and that. And I couldn't do the companion, and I was so sad about that. But I was watching this at work, and I went fucking nuts, man. And I did a little video like as a recap or reaction to the main event. You guys could see I was going bonkers. It was just one of those just feel good moments, surprise, holy shit moments of the year. So I had to give it to fucking Leon Edwards, man. I had to. I had no choice but to give it to Leon. So yeah, I have him at number 5. At number 4, I went with Islam Makhachev. This guy, I'm not a big fan of Islam Makhachev. It will always be fuck Islam Makhachev, but I got to give the guy his credit where credit's due. Beating Charles Oliveira and Bobby Green, obviously Bobby Green's really Bobby Green's easy money. You know what I'm saying? Really, Islam should just get credit for the Charles Oliveira fight. Really, he should only get credit for one fight. We should be like, oh, he's 1-0 this year, because that Bobby Green fight was a disgrace. The fact that we propped that dude up as some type of lightweight contender or resurgent contender going up in the division, and he's making a career comeback like he was finna do something. That was hilarious. But Islam shut all that shit down, man. And man, he went in that Charles Oliveira fight, and I predicted Charles to win, and my prediction was wrong. And he went in there like a goddamn stud, took out Charles Oliveira in 2 rounds, knocked him down, and submitted him. That was an impressive performance. And he ends the year as the champion, man. And I give him a lot of credit for that, man. Charles is not an easy guy to beat, and that was an impressive performance. I still think he is beatable. I do. I don't think he's God, but man, I give credit where credit is due, and he needs to be put in consideration. I think a lot of people hate him, and it's understandable. He has a lot of hype, but you also have to give him his credit. So he did his thing against Charles, and that was a really amazing performance. So I have him at number 4. At number 3, I had to go with Aljamain Sterling, right? Aljamain Sterling, if you would have told me Aljamain Sterling last year, after all the bullshit that he did last year was gonna beat Peter Yan and fucking TJ Dillashaw back to back. I'd have looked at you and laughed at you. But he did that. He really did that. He beat Peter Yan in the beginning of the year, and then he beat fucking TJ Dillashaw. The Peter Yan fight was super, super close, and but he did good. I give him his credit where credit is due. He won that fight, so I've accepted that. I still think there's an argument for Peter to win, but it was a really close fight, and it's not a big deal. And then he went out there and destroyed TJ Dillashaw, completely destroyed him and retired him, and that was an insane performance. And I know some people, like my guy Ed, wants to say this guy's the next, John Jones of the division. I don't believe that. I think he's easy money for Henry Cejudo. But, man, I give the guy his credit where credit is due, man. He's a really good fighter. He's a workhorse, and I respect his skill set. He's good everywhere, and he's a problem. But when he fights Cejudo, he will realize there's levels to this wrestling shit. And, yeah, you beat a 36-year-old TJ Dillashaw, and you had a very, very close fight with Peter Yan. So, even though I give him a lot of credit for what he's accomplished, his time is up, and fucking Henry Cejudo's time is now. So just gotta let you know that real quick. So at number 2, so here's where the argument's gonna start. At number 2, I put Alex Pierre. Now, a lot of people are arguing that he should be number 1, and I disagree. He had a great year. Let me say why he's number 2 and why he's above a lot of people. He had a phenomenal year. Going 3-0 this year, fighting Bruno Silva, Sean Strickland, Adesanya. All right? Let's get something straight. Sean Strickland just lost his last fight. Bruno Silva just got, I think, submitted in his last fight. Submitted and dropped, okay, by Gerald Mishra. All right, come on, guys. Calm down. All right, come on. All right, he did have 3 wins, and usually when you go 3-0 this year, right, you should get consideration as fighter of the year. Usually guys that do that get consideration for fighter of the year. That's how it usually works, in my opinion. But come on, relax. Y'all, come on, y'all. Relax. What is up with y'all? You know what I'm saying? He is not fighter of the year. He won the title. That's it. Okay, that's it. I give him his credit. He beat Adesanya. He's number 2, but he's not fighter of the year. Okay, relax. All right, like It is Alexander Volkanovski, and that is my number 1 pick for fighter of the year. The man beat Korean Zombie and Max Holloway back to back, had career performances against them, literally beat them the worst they've ever been beaten. And the Max Holloway fight, oh my god, if there ever was a crowning moment as pound for pound, like obviously I felt like Usman still should have kept his pound for pound spot at the time. I wasn't mad about that. When Usman lost to Leon, I was okay with Volkanovski being pound for pound, and that was good. But Volkanovski doing what he did to Max Holloway, it was also another one of my favorite moments of the year. It was like a fuck you to 2020. I'll never forget being a Volkanovski fan in 2020. It was scary hours. We were fucking assaulted. We were fucking harassed by Max Holloway fans. They have no fucking respect. And now they're fucking quiet. I've never seen Max Holloway fans this quiet, and it's fucking beautiful. They attacked Volkanovski. They didn't give him no fucking credit. Now, most of these little fake-ass Max Holloway fans are now fucking Volkanovski fans with their punk ass. But yeah, I've never been more happy for Volk, man. He really just proved people wrong. They tried, like, there's a video, if you go on my Instagram, and I have it pinned, there's a video of him talking to the camera after he beat Max Holloway saying, you guys tried to bully me, but I stood up for myself. And this guy stood up. He worked his fucking ass off. He got better from that Max Holloway fight and decided to show Max ultimate fucking respect, and his fan base ultimate respect by fucking 5-0ing that dude and teaching him how to really box. Who's the best boxer now? So that was a phenomenal performance. And then the Zombie fight, like, he killed Zombie. Like, he damn near ended his career. He should have. Honestly, I think Zombie should retire. But if he has another fight in him, go ahead, go for it. But man, that was a career performance by Volkanovski, and there's no way I'll have Alex Pierre over him, man. I'm sorry. I know he didn't fight at the end of this year, and he was kind of waiting for the UFC 284 shit, and that's why he decided to do what he did. But if he would have got a 3rd fight in this year, dude, he would have been the man. Yeah, it is what it is. So if you guys feel like Alex Pierre should have got it, It is what it is. I think recency bias is the only factor going into that, but I did put him at number 2, so that's not like bad. But number 1 is Volkanovski, and you guys could go to hell if you think otherwise. But besides that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Love y'all and goodbye. This is my last video of the day. I got 2 more coming out, and yeah, love y'all and goodbye. See y'all. I'm out of here, y'all. I'm out.